Hi, Aries. Don't forget to click that like button, guys. It helps the channel grow. Aries, you may be picking up on somebody around you, like their energy is changing. Okay. Now, they might have done some things where they have acted out in a certain kind of way that made you feel very uneasy. You know, not exactly right out rude or obnoxious, but just something about what they were doing and the way that they were saying things. I'm hearing just gave you this very uneasy feeling, even though you just couldn't pinpoint exactly what it was that was making you feel this way, right? Well, the thing about this person is that eventually, as time goes by, the longer that you're around this person, the more and more this person is going to make you feel more and more uneasy with them. The more and more they're going to start doing things and saying things that you're going to realize, even though the way that they say it might sound like they're coming from a good place, but the more that you listen to exactly what they're saying, like the clarity is going to come. You're going to start seeing things differently. That you're going to get this huge clarity about who this person is in your life. And it's not good. Okay? This person, when you try to, because it looks like you're going to stand up for yourself, okay, eventually you will come to a point where you're going to stand up for yourself. Maybe you'll just get away from this person, maybe you'll just walk away, but you're going to do something that this person doesn't want you to do. It's either you're going to confront this person and be like, okay, why are you saying this? Why are you, I hear you. And, you're going to tell them, you're going to be like, what you're saying and how you're saying it is not matching. And that's where the uneasiness is coming in. This is why you're feeling that way, because this person's attitude is more of one like, oh, I love and cherish and I care. And it might not necessarily be about you. Like, they don't have to be like really talking about you. They could be talking about anybody. But the feeling that they give out is this nurturing, loving, caring person. They want the best for everybody. The way that they say it, like they act like, this is what it is, right? But when you listen to what they're saying, the things that they did, the things that they said, it doesn't match the energy that they're trying to put into it. See, when people's words don't match their their energy that they're giving out, and the things that they do doesn't match what they're trying to say or what the energy they're giving out, that's where you start feeling that uneasiness, because something's off. Something is not right. The picture is not right. Something is not getting done, like is not making sense, right? Something is not making sense. The thing is that eventually, the more and more your eyes are opening up to this person, eventually you will either walk away, and I think that's for one of you, and for another one of you, you might just confront this person. And the thing is that whatever you say to this person, I want you to know this person's already ready. Okay? They're ready for you to say something. They're ready for you to react. They're good. They already have an excuse. And that's exactly what I'm seeing here. It's an excuse. They already have an excuse for everything, or an explanation that doesn't make sense when you think about it. But the way that they say it, the way that they will explain themselves at the moment, the energy that they put behind it is going to be like, oh, yeah, I see. And it's going to be more like, like they're going to make things sound logical, but then when you sit down and think about it, it's not logical. You see, inside this person, is this very negative force that's inside them. See, they can act the part, but in reality, they are not who they show themselves to be. Okay? For some of you, this person could be a male or it could be a female in a very masculine energy, right? But this person, it's like they come off as a nurturer, a leader, somebody who has this wisdom, somebody who understands things, and somebody who's compassionate. They're not. They're very self-serving. Everything and everybody in this person's life is transactional. Okay, and you're included in that. In other words, there is something that you supply this person. Okay, it doesn't have to be money, it doesn't have to be material things, but you supply something. Your energy supplies something to them. This is why they want you around. You see? Because you're giving them something that they need. It could be your vibration, it could just be your light. And for some of you, I'm hearing it's your looks. It's the way that you look. You fit into this image that this person is trying to create for themselves, and you fit in perfectly. You make them look good. It's your looks. Okay? It's the way that you show yourself to the world. See? So it is very transactional. Everything in this person's life and things and people and pets and everything is a transactional thing with this person. Okay? Now, they might act like they care, they don't. They don't care. They literally care only about themselves. They only worry about themselves. Everything is about them. And then once they don't need you anymore, that's when that mask will fall off, right? Now, this is the thing. This person is already ready for this. They're ready for you because this person is sensing that you could see right through them. They know that you could see right through them, but they also know that you are trying to elevate in your life. Like they sense that you're preoccupied. Your mind is preoccupied in developing something in your life. You could be rebuilding something in your life, right? The thing is that this person doesn't want you to. See, they have the power to make a change for you. Okay, even though this person, like, in your face, they're like, oh, I'm your friend, I'm here for you, I'm here to support you. But in reality, this person is actually doing the opposite of helping you. When you really sit down and listen to what they say and what they do and their actions, and then the emotion that they give, it's very contradicting. That's the whole reason why you're getting this funny feeling about this person, right? You're getting you're getting that feeling for a reason, and it's like the universe is trying to tell you, hey, wake up. This person is not your friend. Yes, they might do nice things for you, and they might have been there for you in the past, but again, it's very transactional. You give them something. This is why they are doing it. It's not because they genuinely need companionship, because they don't need that. They might portray that. They might say oh, I'm here for companionship, but that's not really real. Okay? That's not true. This person is lying, you know? There's a side of this person where they seem to be very, very worried about what you have going on in your life. They're very obsessed with what it is that you are doing and how you're doing it, because you're building something for yourself. And for some of you, I'm hearing you're rebuilding. So something fell apart in your life, right? That's what I'm getting. So some of you, something fell apart in your life, and now you are in the process of rebuilding. And see, the thing is that because you're in the process of rebuilding, this means that you're going to build something so strong that it won't break down again. So this could be like it could be anything in your life, okay? But let's just say it's a business. Let's just say you're establishing a new business, or you're rebuilding it because it fell apart, things didn't work out. Now, or it could be a relationship, it could be anything, guys, right? But the thing is that this person knows that when you do this and you rebuild something, when you are done, it's going to be unbreakable. You see? And it's making this person feel like they need to stop you before you succeed. They feel like they need to, because it's like they're looking at what they have, and they're looking at it's like, you're sitting down at a restaurant. Y'all both might have the same food on your plate, but for whatever reason, y'all can have exactly the same thing on your plate, but for whatever reason, this person feels like yours is better. You're getting something better, even though you have the exact same thing, right? This person is never happy with what they have. They always want what everybody else has, even though they have the exact same thing. I mean, I'm talking about down to the T, guys. You got a plate, mashed potatoes, you know what I mean? Chicken, exactly the same. Everything, exactly the same. But they still want yours. You got something that this person wants. You're building something. Even if theirs is better, bigger, whatever, it doesn't matter. They still want what you got. You got something that they want. See, they're bringing in this energy, like they're going to come and talk to you. They're going to help you push something forward. But it's like there's this illusion of something here. You see? Something that they feel like they need to take. Something that they feel like they need to take from you. But it's like they want to take it, but in a way where it looks like they're helping you, but they're not helping you. And I'm gonna tell you something. This is a black soldier fly that's coming in your reading, and it's flying like right over the Wheel of Fortune. I have a black soldier fly um outside. Like I have a where I feed them outside, but it's like 100 feet, 150 feet away from my house. It's way over there. Okay, the fact that a black soldier fly is coming into your reading makes me feel like, you got wealth coming towards you. You got the Ace of Coins, and it flew like right here above the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Coins. So it makes me feel like you got something very big, that this person can see it. You got something huge, a new beginning, a financial stability that's coming in for you, and this person sees it. They don't like it. You are establishing yourself. This could be in your community, by your reputation, but you're definitely establishing yourself where you are about to be like unstoppable or unbreakable or out of reach. I don't, all these things, like you're going to be on a tower. That's what I'm seeing in my third eye. I'm seeing a tower, so it makes me feel like a tower. You're going to be on top of a tower, and they're not going to be able to reach you. So it makes me think a penthouse. You're going to be living in a penthouse. That's what I'm hearing. This person, they they really just want what you got. That's what it is. It's like they don't have enough, even though they have more. than you, but they just don't have enough. They have to have what you have. Your instincts are telling you to get away from this person. That's why you're having this feeling. You gotta listen to that feeling. You gotta listen to that feeling. For some of you, be very careful because as time goes by, the jealousy in this person is going to rise. This person, on the outside, they look very mature and well put together, but on the inside, they are very, very highly emotional. They cannot regulate their emotions. And when people can't regulate their emotions, they do things that are very, very, what's the word I'm looking for? Unpredictable, sporadic, out of the blue, crazy. And I'm hearing this person's about to show you their crazy side. This person's about to show you how crazy they really are. Because it's like the more and more they see that you're going to become unreachable. And the thing is that I'm hearing that this person has been trying to give you advice and you're not taking their advice. And they're taking it very personal. Like, why aren't you taking my advice? You know, that's what they're thinking to themselves. And they're getting angry because I'm hearing this person has tried so many times to tell you, "Oh, this is my advice." See, you didn't ask this person for their advice. You really didn't ask this person for anything, but they're giving it to you. See, because they're thinking, this is their gift to you, so they could be a part of what you're doing, right? They could have some kind of influence on you, and so they could take some kind of what's the credit, right? Take some kind of credit for where you're going, where you're heading. You see, but you're not taking their advice. And it doesn't even have to be about this specific thing, guys. It could be advice in anything possible. Like this person has been spitting advice at you left and right. And you have not taken any of their advice, and this person is taking it so personal. They're getting angry. They're getting frustrated because why aren't you taking their advice? See, they need to be right. They need you to see them as somebody who's right. And it's very weird because it's kind of like this person, it's not just that they want to take credit for what you've accomplished, but it's more of like they need to just make it their own, period. And that's how they want to take it from you. You see, they don't want just their plate, they want your plate too. But they need to convince you and everybody else that they deserve that plate too. This is why this person keeps telling you things and saying things to you like, "Oh, you should cut your grass." Or you should add more of whatever they're going to tell you, right? And you're not taking their advice at all. It could be like, "Oh, you need to see a doctor." It could be something as simple as that, right? They want credit, but they don't want it just from everybody else around you, but they want it from you specifically. You see, they need to win you over, and you're not letting them. And it's not like you're doing it on purpose. It's just what their advice is. It just doesn't fit with what you want in your life. Maybe they told you to use, the what's it called, pesticides in your grass, and you're like, no, 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 no. I want things to be natural in my yard. You know, it could be something as simple as that, right? They're telling you to use chemicals and what's it called, insecticides in your yard and all this stuff, and you're like, no, I don't want that. And it's like, ugh. They're just dying because they want you to take their advice so they can take credit for something or they really want you to give them the credit. You don't need this person's advice. You're a grown person. You have been living your life way before you ever met this person. You've been handling your business for years. But this person wants to make it seem like you just came to life. You don't know better. You don't know anything. You're fresh off the boat. You know, that kind of thing. You're just fresh off the boat. But see, that's the image they want to give people. And if you let them, they will try to convince you and make you think that of yourself. This person is the devil. Okay? This is somebody who believes that they have the right to be the puppet master around everybody. And they play this game with everybody. This person literally has no friends, nobody that they're close to, because they literally spent all of their time trying to be a puppet master among everybody that's around them. This is their entertainment. This is their job. This is their career. This is who they are as a person. They have literally made a living being who they are. Just by being who they are, you know? Now, this is the thing, Aries. I want you to know something. If you allow this person to take credit for anything, I'm talking about, it could be the smallest little thing, like they helped you pick out an outfit. It could be the smallest thing. I want you to know you will not hear the end of it. Not because they're going to say anything to you, but it's because they're going to tell everybody else in front of you. You know, you will be there when they're like, oh, doesn't Aries look cute? I picked out this outfit. Look what I picked. Look what I showed. Oh, look what I did. I did this. I did that. It's like they want to take credit for who you are as a person. And it's going to start with small things. And it's going to look, because I mean, really, when you think about it, it sounds so innocent. And a normal person, you know, a normal, caring, loving person, a friend of yours, that would be an innocent thing to say. Like, oh, look at my friend. They look so cute. I helped them pick out their outfit. Look how cute they look. Or look how pretty she looks, right? A normal person, that would be one thing. That would be like an innocent thing. Look, you know, nothing, right? But with this specific person, that one little thing, it's like a little tiny rock, right? That you see above, like underneath it. Just picture in your mind a mountain of rocks underneath it. But you're only going to see that one little rock at the surface. You see? It's going to snowball. It'll be that small little thing, and it's going to snowball into bigger, bigger things until this person is definitely going to start demanding things. It's going to be a creep up with this person, and they're going to throw it in your face, especially for you who is romantically involved or has been romantically involved with this person. They will definitely throw this in your face down the road. And they're not going to leave. When you try to get them to leave down the road, they're not going to. You see? This is why, like, when you do either distance yourself from this person or you walk away from this person, you got to make sure that you are mentally ready for that. That you're ready to cut this person out of your life. Because every time that you try to like distance yourself from this person, every time that you let them back, they're going to focus on you 500 times more. They're going to focus on you more. They're going to try to work their charms on you more. Okay? They're just going to forget everybody else. Forget about trying to be a puppet master to everybody else. They're just going to focus all their energy on you. because they almost lost you. So every time they almost lose you, they're going to try to pull you back in, and they're going to work on you harder. They're going to try to work on your mental state. They're going to try to pull on your heartstrings. They're going to try to make you feel guilty. They're going to It's a trap. It's a trap that this person will set up for you. It's a web, and that's how they work. And every time this person has felt it or sensed it, and they're feeling it, they're feeling it, they're feeling you feeling uneasy. They can actually feel you feeling uneasy. See, and the thing is that this person is correcting themselves as they are talking to you, because they're seeing the little micro expressions on your face. This person is paying attention because they're seeing their things are cracking. They could feel it. You don't you're not saying anything just yet, but they can sense that something's going on. This is why they adjust things. You might catch this person talking about something in one way, and then they realize that you're seeing through them, and then they'll change things up, and you're like, well, that just made a whole U-turn. That is interesting. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. I think somebody's calling me. They're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, okay, that's interesting. They were saying one thing, and then they completely turned it around. Well, they're doing that because they're sensing that it's you. You are letting them know that you're catching on to them without realizing that you're doing it. It's just like the little micro expressions I'm talking about. They're catching on. This person is getting ready to do something. And I feel like it's going to be like something very out of the blue, very shocking. And I'm hearing because they can see you already. Like I'm telling you, I see you up high and they're not going to be able to reach you. I feel like you're about to be living in a penthouse. And this person is going to be down there looking up, and they're going to be angry about it. This is why their energy is doubling and tripling. They're coming in as like, you see the emperor in reverse. That's that energy of them trying to be this authority over you, right? The king of coins, this person doesn't understand. They don't understand what you're doing. They just know that you're doing something and they don't like it. But they don't understand the dynamics or the details of it. They just don't understand how you're building this up, but you're building it up and they know it. You see, and that energy is building up. For one of you, this could be your landlady, which is so weird. You might have had trouble with your landlady. This is confirmation for one of you. With the Queen of Cups in reverse, it makes me feel like it's a very karmic landlady who you've had conversations with this person for a long time. They've tried to give you advice, you're not taking it. They come in and try to talk to you about things, and that's how it opens up the conversation. For one of you, it could be a boss, your employer, your supervisor, okay? Somebody like that. Or a father figure, karmic father figure, could be. But anyways, the thing is that this person is trying to like creep into your life, solidify their position into your life because they want to take credit for things and they want to make you believe it. Let me tell you something. This is the sneakiest little devil ever. It's one thing, see, this person has made their wealth by making other people believe that they need to give to them, work for them, or do something like that. Okay? They have literally built up their own wealth this way. But your wealth that you have coming in for you, I'm hearing is way, way bigger. Okay? You've already planted some big seeds already. See, they're seeing the seeds. You might not realize the seeds that you've planted and they're showing and they're growing. See, you might not see it, but this person sees it because this is something that they've learned to do early on in life because this is how they have built their wealth by being around people when people are building their wealth up. See, this is a pattern that is going on in this person's life. This is something that they've done so many times. You're not the first one. They've done it with other people. They got to take the credit so they feel like they're, you make you and everybody feel obligated to them, especially you, right? You need to be obligated to them. Be careful, guys. Listen, this person who's going to try to come in and do you a favor. Be careful with this favor because there's a lot of strings attached to this favor. You see? There's if they do use this favor, they're going to try to take credit for the whole thing. It could be something as small as delivering a letter for you. It could be something as small as letting in somebody to, like, say you have packages coming. You just need somebody to sign for the packages, or you just need somebody to be there to accept the packages. Something as simple as that. And then they're gonna say, "Oh, I did this free labor for you." You see, I worked for free. So be careful. It's a trap. This person's trying to set up a trap for you. It's a crazy, crazy trap. Be careful. Okay? Be very careful with the gifts that this person tries to give you. Be very careful with the type of little things that they try to favors that they try to do for you. Okay? Because at the end of the road, this person is expecting this huge payout. And this person is already like on top of things when it comes to legal things. Okay? I'm hearing when it comes to the legal things, this person has studied the books. I don't understand the details of it all. I wish I could, but I don't. All I know is that this person does things in such a way that down the road, if they can't convince you to give them something, then they will take you to court. You see? They will make it seem like they were working for you. You see? And be like, "Oh, well, wasn't I there to answer the door for you? Wasn't I there to sign the packages for you? Didn't I deliver this letter for you? Didn't I, whatever it is, right?" They're going to be like, "See, I've been working for Aries. I did all this work for Aries, and this is just some of the things I've done." And this is how they're going to talk. And they're going to make it seem like you owe them. So be careful. Be careful. Especially with the something about receipts, okay? So especially if it has something to do where this person had to buy something for you. Okay? Be careful. Because you're building something and you're building something solid and they want part of it. They want your piece of the pie. Or they want a big chunk of it. Okay? Let me go ahead and give you your angel numbers out. Okay? Be careful with favors. Be careful with, everything I just said. Okay, we got 11 coming out for you. Yes, you're intuitive. Isn't that something? Your intuition's talking to you, Aries. You gotta listen. It says you have keen awareness of what is happening around you. A strong intuition is your gift and will help you understand the unspoken feelings and thoughts of others. This insight allows you to be a great guide and supporter. I feel like your intuition, you gotta pay attention. But yeah. Give me one more spirit here for Aries. Please and thank you. Woo! There it is. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Let's see. 999. It says, thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs so you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. I am unique. This part about you being unique, I feel like that is why this is going to work for you. Whatever it is that you're building, it's only something that only you can build. That's what I'm hearing. Only you can build this. This empire that you're working on, only you can do it. Because it's built around your own uniqueness. You see? This person can't duplicate what it is that you're doing because specifically your talent, your personality is getting put into this, whatever this is that you're building. You see? So nobody else can copy it. That's what I'm hearing. Anyways, Aries, thank you for joining me. I hope knowing this helps you out, guys. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.